everyone, welcome back to my channel. And for those of you that are new here or just recently found my channel, I am Gwen, an older woman with transgender experience, making all kinds of content about my daily boring life, and everyone here is welcome. So to start off with, the biggest news is, and this is a shout out and a thank you to all of you out there that watch me. I never believed this would happen. I have over 500 subscribers now. I've passed over 500. That's absolutely amazing. I'm so touched. I'm so grateful that so many of you have subscribed to my channel. It's amazing. So anyways, I hope everyone had a wonderful week, or you're having a wonderful week. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. You can see it's sunny out here. Unfortunately, it's only about 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 centigrade. It's kind of cold. Though it's supposed to warm up the next 2 days. And then by the weekend, we're supposed to have some more cold, and maybe another shot at some snow. We're getting there. We're in spring now, so hopefully the days will start getting better. Yes, Dexter. So, anyways, Keystone. Oh my gosh, it was so amazing. For those of you that watched my video on Saturday showing you my dress and how wonderful it felt. Oh my gosh, the whole experience was amazing. And remember this because it's always backwards. I think it's over here, or maybe it might be over here. I'm gonna post some pictures, just random pictures of different things. Mostly there was the Friday luncheon, and then the Saturday gala ball with a guest speaker. I don't remember her last name. It's Rebecca, Rebkhabrue. That's about all I can remember of it. She's a 19-year-old woman, a transgender activist. Amazing. Oh my gosh, an amazing, really, really pretty, but amazing young woman. Oh, it's just so much, so interesting listening to her talk. Let's see. Keystone. I met so many new people. My friend from Virginia was there with me. She was in the room next door to me, which is great. Thursday night. Oh my gosh, we'd gone down for dinner, and we went to the bar and had some drinks. It was about maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. Yes, Dexter. And then we went back up to my room. We talked for another 2 hours. It's really, really nice. I'm so glad that she was able to go and had a good time. Let's see, Friday morning there were seminars. And we had lunch, which is some of the pictures I put up of the luncheon. I think at that point they probably had, I know Saturdays a lot more, but I think Friday for lunch, I think they had around 500 people, which is really amazing. Let's see, some more seminars in the afternoon. Friday night, side tangent, and it was Friday night. I was gonna go meet a couple of gals down at the bar and have a drink of wine. My daughter texted me at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. She'd stopped at my mother-in-law's to drop off her mail and found her on the floor. My mother-in-law fell and broke her hip in 2 places. And actually, about an hour from now, she's going into surgery and having a hip replacement. They can't salvage the hip. So I spent the next 3 to 3.5 hours kind of like being the go-between. My daughter would text me something, and then I would text family and some friends that know my mother-in-law, friends of ours that know my mother-in-law, and keeping everybody in the loop. So it got to be like 8 o'clock. I'm like, I'm just too wore out. I just relaxed. Yeah, I read. I guess you would say I read, and it got to be about 9:30. I'm like, I'm tired, so I went to sleep, which is fine. Saturday morning, there's some more seminars and the lunch on Saturday. Again, pictures. And Saturday afternoon with some seminars, and then got ready for the gala ball, and I met a couple more people at the gala ball, and we wound up having a discussion till just after the ball. We kind of sat around and talked probably about midnight. Went to bed, got up, packed, and on the road back home. So that was pretty much about it. Let's see. Seminars, most of them just didn't really, I'm not going to say appeal. I didn't get a lot out of them, mostly because been there, done that. There was 2 that I attended, and actually kind of shows today. One of them was mixing and matching colors, and the gal that led the seminar, she's a style consultant, and she walked us through like the color wheel, and actually what I'm wearing is what's called a complementary color. If you looked at the color wheel, green is opposite red, so that, and then black adds tint, and whites or actually black adds shade, whites add tints. Maybe next week I'll have to, I think it was Saturday before the gala. Maybe next week I can duplicate my outfit. I got a lot of compliments. It was a pink skirt. This is actually red. Pink skirt, white top, a black blazer with pink trim. It looked really good, and it got a lot of compliments, which kind of reminds me when I was at the gala ball Saturday night. There was a gal sitting next to me. We were just kind of chit-chatting, and she gets to a point where she says, "Can I ask you a question?" And I'm like, "Sure." She goes, "Are you cisgender or are you trans?" And I'd be like, oh my gosh. She couldn't tell. She thought that I was, I hate using the word genetic, but assigned female at birth. And I'm like, no, I'm trans. And she's like, oh, okay. She didn't think I was transgender. She thought I was a cisgender woman. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that was so sweet. Like I said, I met so many people. I met like 10 new friends. I met a couple. They're actually, a man and his wife, and he actually cross-dresses. No intentions of ever transitioning, but which is perfectly fine. His wife was so sweet. I really hit it off with her. Kind of a girl thing. So anyways, one of the seminars I took was mixing and matching colors, which is, so maybe I'm going to be a little bit more knowledgeable about the colors that I use to dress. I mean, usually I'm pretty good, but this can take it up a notch. You know, how to wear different prints and stripes and check patterns and what to mix it with and all this other stuff. Really, really interesting. And then the same gal had a seminar later on in the afternoon that I took. It talks about clothes for your body type. So I mean, there's so like if you're what they call an inverted triangle, where you're wider here than you are here. And she says so many of you girls think you're that way, and she goes, no, unless you're a National Football League linebacker. She goes, your shoulders are not that much wider than, let's say, your hips or anything. So, so there's the inverted triangle. There's the oval, which I mean, so you're a little round here in the middle. There's rectangular or square, which is pretty much kind of what I am. And how you can just the different type of clothes you wear. Like with myself, if I wore what they call a peplum top, it kind of flares out here. That would make my hips look wider. So I mean, it's all different. It was really, really interesting. She's an amazing woman. So I got a lot out of that. But a lot of the other seminars, like I said, didn't really apply to me. There was one that I went to Saturday afternoon that talked about different surgeries. I'm like, been there, done that, and actually I added quite a bit of information that the two presenters just had no knowledge of, which was okay. But anyway, so overall, it was such a wonderful time. I'm so glad I went. I mean, I originally was going for my friend from West Virginia, but it wound up being really nicer because I met, like I said, 10 new friends, which is really great. They were all from all over the country, so it was really great, which kind of reminds me, I was talking to one of the, she's not an organizer, but she does do a lot of presenting, or a lot of seminars, and she also leads a worship service, religious worship service every morning. So I was talking to her before, I think it was Friday lunch, and she was saying that the organizers were concerned that attendance was going to be down because a lot of attendees from outside the United States were not attending because of the current political situation within the country, and they were really concerned with the attendance being down, but attendance was up because there were so many more domestic attendees, people from all over the U.S. that have heard about the conference and decided to attend, which, oh, by the way, yes, I probably, out of these 10 people that I met, I would say probably 6 of them were first-time attendees. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. And one of the seminars, this is a little side note, one of the seminars I was in, the presenter, we were just kind of, before anybody got there, her and I were talking, and she asked where I was from, and I told her the general area, and she's like, oh, well, I'm from New York City, and I'm like, oh, cool. And we got talking about how LGBTQ friendly each of our cities are, and a couple other people walked in. This one gal sat down probably about 4 or 5 seats away from me, and I says, well, the city that I'm closest to, I mentioned, I said, is pretty accepting. This girl, like 5 seats away, she goes, did you say? And I'm like, mm-hmm. She goes, well, I'm from there. I'm like, what? She goes, oh yeah. Oh my gosh. And so then I'm like, well, where do you live? Well, she lives in a suburb outside the city that my sister happens to live in, and it's a small village of probably like 10,000 people. So it's pretty. So she kind of knew the area, and later on, outside the seminar, we got talking. I'm like, I said, if you don't mind, I said, where do you work? So she mentioned it, and I'm like, I have a brother that works for the same company. And she says, what's your brother's name? So I mentioned his name, and she's like, oh, I know him. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know my brother, my younger brother? And she oh yeah, yeah. Then she was trying to be safe, and she goes, well, pretend our conversation never happened. Oh, okay. She's not out to a lot of people, which is perfectly fine. She's a cross dresser. That's what she likes to do, and that's as far as she wants to go. And I'm like, that's perfectly fine. I'm like, even though you wouldn't say anything to my brother, I'm like, but if you did, you could just say, well, I ran into your sister at the conference, and he would go, cool, how's she doing? So, but anyways, it was fun. So, golly, I guess that wraps everything up for my weekend, as wonderful as it was. Let's see. Tomorrow I have electrolysis. Golly, and then Friday is my advocacy group meeting. And that's pretty much about it. Well, Sunday is Palm Sunday, and the one accepting church that I had gone to a week ago this past Sunday, I was actually going to go back to for Palm Sunday because I wanted to meet the minister, the full-time minister, and so and then we're to next week. So it's kind of a boring weekend, but that's okay. After the exciting weekend I had last weekend, I'm ready for a change, a little break. Maybe get some things done around here. Got some catching up to do. Dexter has adjusted to Mia being gone pretty good. He knows that he's like the only top dog now, so which is fine. And yesterday I picked up Mia's ashes. I had her cremated, and the crematorium is really, really nice. If you can request, and I have it, it's a little, probably about this big, a little vial, and it has some of her fur and ashes in it, and it has it on a pendant, which is really, really cute. And the outside of the vial has paw prints on it. They actually gave me a little plastic bag with some of her fur, so that was really, really nice. I picked her up her ashes yesterday, so you can't see it, but there's a cabinet over the headboard, and she's up there with the other 5 dogs that I've had cremated since 2018. So, but anyways, Dexter's adjusted to his new life as being top dog, so he's loving every bit of it. So anyways, that's pretty much about it. So I'm going to wrap things up. Hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I hope the weather is marvelous for you all. As always, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, topics you'd like me to talk about, please in the comment section below. Everyone here knows that I reply to all comments. Again, I thank you from the bottom of my heart that I have I'm just still so amazed. Over 500 subscribers, actually 501 to be exact, which is absolutely amazing. My poor little channel, I never thought I would get that high. And again, I make these videos every week for you. You're part of all of you. All 500 of you are part of my extended family. And this is my way of keeping in contact with all of you. Some of you I may never ever meet face to face, but you're still part of my family, in my big umbrella extended family. Which just reminded me, there was another class I did take at Keystone. It was, I think it's the original organization, Silent Witness Partners Organization, SWP. And they also have offshoots. I think they call them rainbow umbrellas, where they have rainbow umbrellas, and they will go, like, you have funerals for trans people, and you have haters that will be there, and the rainbow umbrellas show up, and they open up the umbrellas so they can block the view of whatever from the haters. It's quite the organization. I really got a lot out of it. I would like to see something like that happen here. If anything, I'd probably have to organize it, but something to think about for the future, which is great. I mean, I'm getting more towards that activism side. But anyways, I'm rambling on some more. I gotta go. So anyways, again, I thank you. As always, like, share, subscribe. Like I said, you're my family. I adore every one of you. I enjoy talking to you when you comment. So with that, please have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. And I'll see everybody here, or maybe outside if it's nice enough, next Tuesday. Bye, everyone.